This is Miami, a tropical paradise on the southern tip of Florida. The city is surrounded by untamed beauty. But Mike Iaconelli is an urban angler from Jersey. He's come here to pursue a lot of unique fish.
Look at that thing! What is that?
That is a big permit, probably 30, 35 pounds.
This is City Limits Fishing, Miami.
This fish is kicking my butt. That is awesome.
We sent a champion angler to some great cities on a mission.
Philadelphia! That's Washington, D.C. A stone's throw away. Chicago River, within the city limits, and that's my limit!
This is City Limits Fishing with Mike Iaconelli.
It's late fall in Miami, and it's still beach weather.
When I got on the plane to come down here to Miami, literally I left in snow flurries. That's no joke, snowing out. And you know, now I'm here in linen pants and a shirt that's unbuttoned, and it's, you know, in the mid-70s.
It's beautiful on shore, but on the water, there are small craft advisories. We delay the shoot one day. The next day, we arrive at the boat ramp and the weather is beautiful. We're ready to fish.
You know, this challenge is pretty unique. In most of the city limit shows, we're fishing for a limit of one species.
This challenge is to catch one legal fish from 6 different species: trout, snapper, jack, bonefish, barracuda, and shark.
We're pretty positive we're gonna go out here and catch a shark. You know, there's a lot of fish, 60 to 70 pounds, and that'd be great to catch one of those. But we're gonna try to make it tough. We're gonna go out and target one of those monster sharks. I'm talking about like a 200-pound shark.
Ken Collette is a guy who's been fishing the bays and flats around Miami his entire adult life.
To me, the biggest challenge is to make all of this happen in one day within the 8-hour period we have.
We run past the downtown skyline in the Port of Miami, one of the world's busiest.
You know, the first spot we're going to start at is the shipping channel. It's got an awesome break. You know, it goes from like 15, 16 feet all the way down to almost 40 feet. It's this rock shelf. It's just been blasted out. It's a great break line.
Everything that we do is dependent upon tide. Tide is low at 9. We need to get in and catch our snappers and our jacks then.
This is just a bucktail jig. We're going to tip it with a little shrimp here and bounce the thing on the bottom and hopefully catch something.
5 cents on the first fish?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nickel?
Nickel?
Nickel, 5 cents.
Well, you oh! I was gonna say you owe me 5 cents. Man.
Fast bite?
I had a bite on the first drop.
There you go.
I know he got my shrimps.
You just lost a nickel,
I
buddy.
lost the nickel. God, I lost the nickel. Man.
I want an old buffalo head too.
Darn it.
Indian head. Here's one of our species.
One of our limit fish, and we've got a snapper.
We have the current running one way, we have the wind blowing another. Mike's up there with the trolling motor trying to keep us right on this drop off. If you're not in the right place here, you're not going to.
The real little one's hitting at it. We're dropping that jig down. We're missing fish. We've got a lot of little bites. I mean, this is exciting.
Oh, I think I just got de-shrimp.
We're losing shrimp. We put gulp on, they're ripping the gulp off. I mean, this is constant action.
All right, what do you got there?
That looks like a tuna. What is that thing?
Blue runner. Now that is a species of jack.
That's a jack.
That is one of the jack family.
There you go, there's one for the limit.
That is one of the jack family.
Talk about a good start. 15 minutes into the day, we've got 2 species down, we've only got 4 left to go. Early on, I'm pretty confident that we're going to secure our limit.
I'm really thinking we need to get out of here. I look up in front of the boat just ahead of the eddy, and here is a school of tarpon rolling.
Oh, God.
Ease up here and put the shrimp in them.
Giant tarpon, I mean big ones, 80, 90, I don't know, maybe 100-pound fish, and they're busting the top.
Just keep easing up into them.
Oh my God. I feel I set the hook and I get like 2 cranks on him.
I got something. It's good, too.
This may be one of them.
Oh, that's a big one. Oh, God, that's a big fish. Please stay buttoned.
And right away, when you set the hook and you think you got a rock, or you think you got like a sunken Model T Ford, that's a good sign.
It's a giant. Please stay on there. God.
Stay on him, Mike.
He ain't moving. He's got me bulldogged right there.
By the looks of that rod, there is not a doubt in my mind. He's got a tarpon on. Mike, can I pull this up and run the motor?
Yeah, absolutely. He gives a little bit, and I take 40 yards. He runs out and takes 60.
Most mistakes are made with these things, just trying to catch them too fast.
The fish hasn't jumped like the tarpon normally would, and it's not fighting like a big jack.
When the rod tip is not going bounce, 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 bounce real fast, it's not a jack.
It looks more round.
It's a big permit then. If it's a permit, he is going to be a world-class size fish, and he's going to be a fish of your lifetime probably. I keep looking at my watch here. Time is going by.
I'm giving him everything I've got. He's just not, he doesn't want to come in. He's just really, really taking his time doing what he's wanting to do.
We're losing valuable time fighting a fish that doesn't even count for our limit. Will we keep fighting it? Or do we do what we do in a tournament and cut the fish off?
You had a choice between a date with a supermodel and fighting the 30-pound permit. What would you choose?
I'd go out tomorrow.
Ken Collette and I are trying to catch 6 different species of fish for our City Limit Slam in Miami, Florida.
My right arm, the one that I'm really trying to put a lot of leverage on this fish, is just absolutely done. It's shot.
I've got a world-class permit on the line that doesn't count towards our city limit. Should we fight the fish or break it off?
As important as, you know, achieving our city limit challenge, that's important. I want to do it. I want both of us to do it. But man, when you're a fisherman and you love the hunt and the chase, and when you love the fight as much as I do, there's one thing you think about, and that's putting that fish in the boat, and we're going to fight it.
Oh, there he goes again. Every time I think I got him.
That'll get shorter and shorter each time now. I'm going to ease up to him, Mike.
Okay.
When you're trying to pull something from the side that's flat, it's a lot of resistance. As you change your angles to pull the fish head on, you can make him move easy. You don't have this resistance. And this is really a good one. Wind down so you got a little bit more control on him.
Come on, come on.
He's yours, buddy.
Oh my God!
What do you think, man? I'll buy you Coca-Cola after this.
Oh my God! Look at that thing! What is that?
That is a big permit, probably 30, 35 pounds. Looking older when he's got his dorsal fin cut off. It's been cut off for shark bidding.
We release this fish, swims away, you know, go on to fight another day.
Bye, baby.
I'm gonna tell you what, listen to me. If we don't catch another fish the rest of the day and we don't catch our limit, I'm a happy man.
We leave the ship channel and run back through downtown Miami. Miami is a place where people soak up the sun all year long.
The weather, the ocean, what else do you need?
But at night, the city really gets hot.
Beautiful women, parties all night, you know, clubs open till sunrise. It's great.
Miami is a hot, spicy melting pot known for its cultural diversity.
A lot of people from different parts of the world, especially from Latin America.
It has a sound and flavor all its own.
This is a very versatile fish you can grill it.
Executive Chef Frank Liberoni uses local fruits, vegetables, and fish in his creations.
Sauteed my with the mango rum butter. This is the taste of Miami.
We give ourselves just 5 minutes to catch a trout on the small flat.
We're gonna pull in, we're gonna do it, we're gonna make it work, and we're out of here.
We make a few casts, and I immediately hook up.
I set the hook, and I've got it. And it's not a big one. I can tell it's a small one, but you know what? If this is a trout, it doesn't matter. It's one of our species. It's a walleye.
It's a lizard fish.
Look at that thing.
That thing will bite you now.
That's a snake.
That thing will bite you. That's a lizard fish.
Oh! Broke my jig head off. 10-pound test. Should I let him have the jig head, or should I give it back? Look at that thing. What is that?
A lizard fish. And they are, if this thing got to be 100 pounds, I wouldn't get in the water.
Oh, look at it, looks like a snake. Look at him.
His beady green eyes. Look at the teeth, too.
Oh my gosh, I got my jig head.
I would rather swim with jaws than I would swim with a 100-pound one of these things. So this is the most aggressive thing. This thing will try to eat a lure bigger than it is.
Let me tell you, man, I've seen some ugly fish in my day, but this thing's ugly.
It's pretty wild, isn't it?
I'm amazed at the diversity of fish in this place, man. I tell you.
Every
It's
cast we caught something different.
Every stop you throw, you catch a different fish. I've never seen that before.
We burn through our allotted time.
You know, we've got a decision to make. Do we stick it out and try to get that trout, or do we, you know, say let's just go get some other species, finish those limits out, and save some time for this? I don't know. It's a tough decision. I'd like to get it. I'd like to try to catch it. There's one. There's one. Trout.
Yeah! Success. You know, we made a right decision. There it goes, another fish toward our limit, and another species.
Look over your shoulder.
Right there. It's downtown Miami. I mean, if that's not urban fishing, man, I don't know what is.
So we're gonna pack up, we're gonna leave, and we're gonna head, and we're gonna try to catch a bonefish.
We're halfway through the day, and we have 3 of the 6 species.
Going into the day, you know, we knew this is gonna be the hardest species to catch. But we've got this little spot, it's a real shallow flat.
Too shallow for our bay boat, so we switched to Ken's flats boat.
If they don't bite in 30 minutes, we're gonna leave. We can always come back to it after the shark. The shark's gonna be easy.
These fish come out of this back area right here and work the edge of this flat right here. And they mud. They're going along and they tilt and they suck stuff out of the bottom. And when they do that, you'll see a big cloud of mud go boom.
Ken uses a pole to maneuver us around the flats because a trolling motor would spook the bonefish. We search the flats looking for mud clouds.
Spot tail?
No, I don't know what that is.
Would you like to go fishing today?
No, it's cold.
Ken, Colette, and I are fishing in Miami, and we're halfway to having our slam. We've allotted just 30 minutes to catch a bonefish, and we're running out of time.
When you're seeing stingrays, when you're seeing boxfish, when you're seeing small bait fish, barracudas, the bonefish are generally there. This was a biological desert. There was nothing alive there. We had to go.
We get back in the Bay Cat and make a run south to Biscayne Bay. Ken decides to stop at Stiltsville, a unique place with houses built in the middle of the bay.
And I was thinking, maybe I'll stop there for 5 minutes and let Ike catch a big jack crevalle.
We get to the spot, literally drop the trolling motor, and all of a sudden, Kenny's got one. First fish, like first cast.
Mutton snapper.
Mutton snapper?
There you go. There you go. All right. Oh, look here.
Doubles.
Hey, is life good or is life good?
What is this thing? This thing's fighting good right here. Whoa, whoa, hey, hey, relax.
Mike's hooked up. I'm hooked up. They're all blue runners.
Yeah, that's
a nice one.
That's a good one. It's unbelievable. I mean, we stopped at this place to have fun for like 5 minutes. But man, we can't leave. It's like every cast we're getting a bite.
This is fun. Oh my goodness, look at them all. That's at 3 bites on one cast, huh?
Look at that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, these blue runners are eating us alive here.
Jumping like a largemouth. Look at him.
I've now used up 40 minutes where I only intended to spend 5. We've got to go get those cudas. We've got to get that shark.
Awesome.
Now
Awesome
this
day.
next thing, catching these cudas, this is a kick in the pants.
Saltwater pickerel coming up.
Shallow water, visual bites.
Awesome.
Not real big, but just the perfect what we need for our bait.
I'm definitely sporting some Miami Duds today.
Mike is dressed to the nines.
You know, we went with the Armani linen pants.
Pink Miami Vice shirt.
Fishermen, don't be afraid to fish in Armani. You can do it.
That's a proud stain. You know, you get a stain on your shirt like that, and you're just really happy because it's blood.
This is nice because it's something to be proud of. You know what I mean? This is like a badge of honor. I got some blood on me, yo.
Oh, I thought you were saying it because it was hiding that pink shirt.
Yeah.
We're quickly losing our tide, so we race to our next spot. We have less than 3 hours to catch a bonefish, a barracuda, and a shark.
The barracuda are actually going to become part of the equation for the shark. These barracuda are actually going to be the shark's bait. So this is a pretty important stop.
Mike, you having any follow yet?
I had one follow.
The only one?
Just one.
Trouble starts. The barracudas are there, really thick, but they're following. They're not biting. They're only interested. They don't seem to be hungry. I am really getting nervous.
For the first time, I'm really starting to wonder if we wasted too much time during the day. I'm starting to think about that big permit I caught. That was like a 45-minute fight. You know, maybe I should have cut it off. Probably killed like 30 minutes to try to catch a big jag. That's starting to weigh on us a little bit, you know? The time's eating away and the tide's starting to get wrong.
I am getting nervous because as I look at the end of the island, the current coming around the island is starting to diminish. And I know as the diminishing current comes, our chance of catching a shark is also diminishing here. Come on, come back and get it.
Can you catch them right downtown though? Right here in Miami?
Unas cuantas millas para afuera, sí. Una con 2 o 3 millas estás cogiendo pescado, sí.
This is Mike. Check out my book, Fishing on the Edge, and you'll learn why I never give up. For more information on clothing, gear, and equipment used on the show, go to MikeIaconelli.com. Ken Collette and I are in Miami trying to catch a slam with 6 different species. Suddenly, Ken gets bit.
Well, that's a pretty fish in the water. Look at him. How shiny that thing is. Oh, look at that jump!
So Kenny catches it, puts it in the boat.
Please stay in the boat.
Down. Yeah!
All right.
Man,
All right.
I'm more excited than he is. You know, like that's our 4th species toward our limit. But we can't leave. We need at least 4 or 5 of these barracuda to have enough bait for the shark. He's in me, he's got me in the mangroves.
No way.
I quickly hook up, and now the barracuda are really turned on.
He's flipping them in the boat.
Yeah!
All right. I'm throwing them in the live well. I catch one. We even catch a double. In the boat, in the boat.
We've got enough bait now. You know, now we got to run and catch a shark. Well, the shark thing I think is pretty much automatic. So we're going to catch that shark, but I don't know if there's going to be enough time to catch a bonefish.
Ken cuts the barracuda into chum
That'll be bait.
and hangs it over the side of the boat.
One that you really want.
And then disaster strikes.
Can you believe how it just laid right down? It's just incredible. The tide has not only stopped, but the wind died off, and it is pure sheet glass calm.
Without current, the sharks can't smell the barracuda chum. So we use the trolling motor to create our own chum slick.
You know, we're really tooling along. We're using that trolling motor. We're trying to get that chum going, and we're not seeing nothing, you know? All of a sudden, we get down kind of toward the end of this pass, and all of a sudden he goes, there they go! There they go! Oh,
Here's
man.
2,
Look at
here's
them.
3,
Whoa.
here's 4, here's 5,
Whoa.
here's 6. We have all these 5- and 6-foot sharks lying everywhere.
Should I throw or should I just wait?
Let me turn this up current. We continue to work the area back and forth with the trolling motor, trying to get some sharks up. We even stopped for a while, let a bait settle in. I'm heartbroken. I'm totally heartbroken.
We wait, and we watch with no current. and no wind. The situation is hopeless.
The day is over.
You know, we worked hard,
I am devastated. I mean, I'm crushed.
but it ended with a tide that was totally wrong. You know what? We've got nothing to be ashamed about.
This is a day that should have been, but wasn't. Maybe we should have cut the line on the permit. Maybe we shouldn't have tried for a bigger jack. Or maybe it just wasn't our day. We didn't complete the slam, and I didn't catch a shark this time.
Even though I didn't catch my shark, I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna have vengeance on Jaws.